I am excited today.
There you go.
Yes, look who we got in the kitchen with us, y'all. Captain Michael. And Michael really cooks good on the grill. And he is going to show y'all how he prepares our pork tenderloin. And they're out of this world, y'all. And when he cooks one, I'll put it in the refrigerator, and then I'll throw it in the air fryer, heat it back up, and it's just as good, isn't it, Michael?
It is.
It's that first time. And this may look like a lot of work, y'all, but don't let that deter you, because Michael's gonna tell you his conversation with the butcher at the grocery store.
Usually a pork tenderloin dry out after you cook it. So it's good when you first eat it, but then it dries out.
Yeah.
So what I do is I put a piece of sausage in the middle of it, and it keeps it moist.
Yes. And we use a skinless sausage, y'all, because we found that if you use skin on, it was hard to cut. For some reason, the casing.
That was a different sausage, but
yeah.
Skinless is easier.
Michael found this skinless, and it's great.
But what you need to do is cut your tenderloin.
Well, you have the butcher do this, right?
Yes, but you can do it, but you need a long fillet knife like this. And be careful, because you can cut your hand pretty easy.
Yeah.
And you go all the way through it. And try not to get on the outside. Go all the way through.
I'm gonna move my hand out that direction.
And then just kind of turn it around a little bit. And then you want to make a cross. So you actually cut it like this.
So it'll fit.
To make a hole in your tenderloin.
And here is the skinless sausage. Whoa, it got away from me. And it is so good in there. I don't know if y'all noticed this, but Michael's lost a good bit of weight. He's almost back to his fighting weight, aren't you?
My fighting days are over.
Which is a good thing. A good thing, because I wouldn't, I will tell y'all one story.
Okay, now the sausage is encased in there.
Okay, so he's gonna start talking that, because he might not want me to tell this story. Go ahead. So just that easy, you got that sausage in there.
Okay.
Look how pretty.
And see, when you cut it now, it's gonna have the sausage and the tenderloin around it, and it's a pretty presentation too.
Do you want to put it on this pan to season it, or?
Yes.
Okay. So you're gonna do 4, Michael?
Yeah.
Okay, that's good.
Why don't we do that? And
okay. They'll get eaten.
Since I've got the grill going,
okay.
I can give them to somebody, or
yeah.
We can eat
all
them.
right, now, is it 3 hours you cook these?
I cook them at 3 hours at 225. You can do it. You can do it differently. You can cook it, but I just do it slow
yeah, and that's what makes it so good, y'all.
Low and slow.
You could turn it up at 350 and maybe cook it for an hour.
Yeah.
Because you can actually cook a pork tenderloin that's not stuffed. You can cook it in about 25 minutes in your oven. You know, it doesn't take long at all. But the fact that he's cooking it so slow is just wonderful. Look at that. Aunt Peggy, I can't wait for you. Guess who's here? She hadn't got her face fixed yet.
I'm still eating. Thank you.
I actually wasn't gonna say anything about her being here until she put her a little paint on. But
people have been asking for her, wondering where she is.
You don't know how much they love you out there.
Oh, how wonderful.
I mean,
right
they
here
love you. And they always want to know how you're doing. Michael's just been in the kitchen today. Michael makes the most wonderful tuna fish salad. But he uses a very expensive tuna too. It's not like that canned tuna. It's in a jar, and it's real expensive, but it's real good. And so Aunt Peggy just finished eating a tuna salad sandwich.
Oh, good.
Yes.
It was excellent, Michael.
And Kari.
My compliments to the chef.
Yeah, and listen, y'all, he's very slow, but he's very methodical.
You can't rush an artist. Do you think they came in and talked to Michelangelo and said, when are you going to finish this ceiling? Huh?
No, I don't think they did. Aunt Peggy is here in Savannah for her internal medicine doctor is here in Savannah. When she came over when COVID got so bad in Albany, we went and captured Aunt Peggy and kept her here for 6 months. And so we got her an internist. So now she has to come to Savannah to see her doctor, which is great. I love it. And also...
And I like my doctor.
Yes, Dr. Bose, is it Bose? Dr. Bose, she's a young woman. When I say young, she ain't in her 70s or 90s. You know? And also living with us just for a temporary moment is my niece, my brother's daughter, Kari. And our grandson, Sullivan, is actually here with us for about 2 weeks because I'm so sad to say, Michael, use your hands if you feel like you have more control over that. Use your fingers. You're clean.
Got to dry them
Well, yeah, I'm going to stick his hands in there after touching it.
I just washed them.
Okay. Okay, well, you do it any way you want to. So Brian, Kari's husband, has accepted a position in Birmingham, Alabama, and I can't believe it that my girl's leaving me. We've always, when I moved to Savannah, she eventually moved over here, and so I can't believe she's leaving, but she's only 5 hours away. It could be 25 hours. She could be moving to Japan or somewhere like that. So, that's a lot of pepper, Michael. So anyway, Kari and Sullivan are here with us. So we kind of got a full house, and I love it. I love a full house. And naturally, Eddie lives here with us. So we're happy, happy, happy. And little Mike is still right here with us. He ain't going nowhere. I know Eddie, when our little drapes that we're hanging up, we're not doing like a window treatment. We have ordered like already ready-made panels, and Mike just hung these wonderful tortoiseshell blinds for us. And then I'm just gonna put some panels on either end. So, but I keep telling y'all I'm gonna take you on a tour, but I promise I am. I'm just kind of waiting to get a little bit more done.
Okay, usually I use house seasoning, Paula's house seasoning, but I have it here.
Yeah, I had the garlic and everything. And don't forget your onion powder. These are gonna be
But I just use garlic, salt and pepper. I use kosher salt, and I'm pretty liberal with it. And then I use onion powder. Then you cook your pork. I say 3 hours, but you cook it between 145 and 165. But you got to get it at least to 145. And that's about what I shoot for. But normally 3 hours at 225 I do that. But I'll check it around 2 hours and see where I am.
So you can see he's very liberal with his seasonings.
You don't use that much?
Yeah, I may. It just, you know, I might do it a little faster than you. And with my house seasoning, you know, just... It's gonna be so good. And poor Eddie's not gonna be able to taste it. He put himself on this diet that he is really sticking to. I mean, I couldn't even tempt him. Look over here on the counter. I couldn't even tempt him with my fresh lemon cake. He didn't eat a piece, and look over here. So I thought, well, I'll try this. Maybe I'll get him to slide on this one. The chocolate nut pound cake. Oh, it's so good. Thank you, I believe I will.
I walked the aisles of the store this morning because they were baking bread. So I walked up and down like twice. Just
There's nothing like bread baking in the oven, Eddie.
But now I wrap it with bacon and use a thin bacon. Don't get a thick cut bacon.
Right.
Because it won't stick.
And you can see he's generous with the bacon too. I'm using toothpicks on the ones I did, Michael. Because the ends, you know, they want to flap. But if you're careful in how you wrap it and overlap them, you probably wouldn't have to even use not one toothpick. But
I've done them both ways, with bacon and without bacon, and both are really good.
I vote on bacon.
Well, you see, we got bacon, so.
I like it better with bacon.
But either way, it's really good.
It gives you that flavor.
And I normally don't put toothpicks on them, so if you do put toothpicks in them, be careful, because they can poke you in the mouth.
No, you pull them out. You pull them out when you take them off the grill.
I realize that, but still be careful.
Yes, if somebody picked up a whole tenderloin bite into it, they could stick their mouth.
So now I'm putting them on the grill at 225 for 3 hours. And
do you wrap these in tinfoil to start
I
with?
do not. I just leave them just like this.
Okay. And you don't wrap them, I know, because some things you cook on the grill, you take them, you'll start them off wrapped, or either you'll put them in tinfoil and then finish cooking.
Yeah, I never wrap these.
So this one's naked the whole time.
Whole time. And you just, the bacon won't get real crispy on my smoker.
Yeah.
So then I'll put it on just the last 10 minutes or so. I'll put it on the grill and kind of fry the bacon.
See, you didn't tell me about that.
I can't tell all my secrets.
Yeah, because we might want to get rid of him if we learn all the secrets. Right?
Well, it could be in a cookbook.
It is in your cookbook, isn't it?
Oh, it is in mine, but I meant yours.
No, Michael. Michael wrote a book. He was asked to write a book about being married to me. And it's My Delicious Life with Paula Deen. Isn't that the name of it? And at the end of each chapter, he put a recipe.
And a joke. I think you got cake on your cheek.
I probably do have cake on my cheek. If it was up to me, I'd have it all over my cheek so I could just reach out and get it like a lizard.
We want to try that other side. Still missed it.
So I think you put this recipe in that book. Thank you. Thank you.
I did.
Yeah, so, you know, I don't think that book is printed anymore. I think it's out of print. It's
really tough to get that book. It just sold like hotcakes.
Okay, you ready to go to the grill?
Yeah.
Or I'm gonna have to take off my shoes and socks, one or the other.
Yeah. You ready?
I'm ready.
That's good.
Here, I'll open the door for you.
Doesn't that look great?
It smells great.
144. So just another minute or so. 144. So we want between 145 and 165. You don't want your pork rare. But what I did, these, I had all 4 of them on here. These were done, and I took them and I put them on this grill, on the searing side, and cooked the bacon off. So these are ready. These two. I'm gonna take them off and put them on the grill. Okay. It didn't take 3 hours, Eddie. So okay, won't take long because that's a hot grill there. And it's just to crisp the bacon up, really. There's one. And there's number 2. Don't they look great?
Absolutely fabulous.
I can't wait to chomp into them.
Is he ready? Do you know if he's ready?
Look what's ready.
Yum. Yum, 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 yum.
It didn't take quite 3 hours. I told y'all 3 hours, but it all depends on how hot your grill is.
Right.
And there's different hot spots on your grill,
Right.
on each grill even.
And also, if you're cooking it earlier and you gonna have to reheat it for dinner, it's better off if it's a little undercooked. Don't you
Yeah,
think?
but with pork, you still want to get the temperature.
Yeah.
So your best tool in barbecuing is a thermometer.
Yes. A decent.
A digital thermometer, and that way, 2 of mine were done before the other 2 on the same grill. So each grill is different. Each tenderloin is a little bit different size.
Yeah.
So you want to check your temperature. Make sure your temperature is right, because I can tell you 3 hours, and then maybe in an oven you can be a little more accurate. But with the grill, each grill is different.
You know what? I think I'm gonna have us bite off that little end. What do you think?
Well, you can see it better if you do the middle.
Okay.
But go ahead. We can do that.
So there it is. There's the sausage. All right, let's make sure we don't want to give
Toothpicks.
anybody a toothpick. So you got to feel around and just make sure there's no toothpicks.
Is that one?
Could be. But no, I think it's bacon. All right, I see a toothpick over here, so I'll go ahead and take that one out.
Well, see how the sausage is in the middle?
Yes. Can you cut me like a half of that? Cut that half in 2, please? Because I can't hardly wait for a bite.
There you go.
Thank you. All right, now I've got several toothpicks in this one. Oh my goodness. It's succulent. Succulent, y'all. I told Michael I think I almost like this as much as I do steak. You know?
I don't think I like it as much as steak, but I've got where I'd rather do this than Boston butt or even ribs.
Yeah.
As much as I love those, this is just so much easier to heat up and have sandwiches
And you know, you could not do the bacon on it
yeah.
and then chop it up and make barbecue sandwiches out of it.
What I like to do too is get these little like potato buns and make little sliders out of them. They're so good for like football games or stuff like that.
Oh, so pretty. So pretty. All right, I just want to make sure nobody gets a toothpick. But surely they can see that. All right, I'm gonna cut a piece off. Oh, it's so good. And let me tell y'all this now.
Cut it here because we're gonna get T-Bird.
I know I am.
So you
I'm
can show
fixing
it.
to cut hers.
Yeah, that's what.
Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. It's finger licking. It's pure finger licking, people.
It's good, huh?
Well, thank you so much for showing our friends how to prepare that and how you can turn just a pork tenderloin into a incredible pork tenderloin. So thank you.
Well, you're welcome. That was fun.
Well, it's fun, wasn't it? We can garnish it with a little thyme. You got thyme?
I got down.
Y'all, please try this because it's excellent. So they can ask their butcher to take that tenderloin and take a fillet knife and just go straight through the center all the way down, right?
All the way through. And tell them to make a cross.
Yeah.
Slice it this way and then slice it this way.
Yeah, so
And then
that
give
will
it room
open
for
it up. Yes.
Give it room for your sausage.
Loving best dishes, y'all. Hey y'all, it's Paula Deen. Now, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to like it and click the subscribe button as well as the notification bell to be alerted when I post a video. Love and best dishes, y'all.